Today, we're putting the Ninja Max Pro Air Fryer, the Bissell Little Green Cleaner, the OXO Mandoline Slicer, and a few other Amazon bestsellers through their paces. Hi, my name is Daniel, and welcome to the PissedConsumer channel. Our first product is the OXO Good Grips Mandoline Slicer. It's currently $99.95. Sharp blades, adjustable thickness, and a bunch of cutting styles. Straight, crinkle, julienne, even French fry cuts. And the classic OXO grip that's supposed to keep it from sliding all over your counter. So let's see if that adjustable thickness claim actually holds up. So I got a grip here, got a bunch of potatoes here. Let's put one on the plank. Really press it down a bit so that it holds because the spring is quite firm. And now slide it down. Let's do that again, shall we? Again, press hard, slide down. Now let's see what the result is. The result is a slice, but in fact it's cut up. French fries like that. The size is good, but it's a little bit unpractical due to the very firm spring in the grip. It cuts well, but it doesn't divide. It gives you slices such as these, so the dividing into actual fries, you're just gonna have to do the old-fashioned way with your fingers. So what about that bowl of potato sticks? We're not gonna waste them, not at all. They're headed straight into our next test, which is the air fryer. And before it goes into the air fryer, we're gonna add some oil, like so. We're gonna add some salt and pepper. And into the air fryer it goes. Before we continue with the air fryer, let's try the Mandoline Slicer once more, this time using a tomato. Let's see how it slices a tomato. Now obviously, we don't need those extra blades, so we're gonna retract it back to 4 or 5 millimeters. And let's give it a go. Let's see how well it slices. Again, we're gonna put it on the plank. You grip it with the special grip. And here we go. And this time, it goes significantly easier. It goes back and forth, back and forth. Not when the potato was sliding all over the place, out of the grip, back into the grip. No, this goes very smoothly. And the result, ladies and gentlemen, perfect slices. This is the Ninja Max Pro Air Fryer, model AF180. I've got it for $179.99, but hopefully you will be able to snag it for less during the Prime Days. Air fryers are bestsellers on Amazon this year, so let's see what the hype is all about. Basket size, 6.5 quarts. Inside, there's a crisper tray for better airflow. The lid, firm hinge. The basket, easy pull with solid grip handles. All right, let's flip the air fryer. Non-slip feet underneath. Up front, we have a couple of modes, 6 actually. We have max crisp, air fry, roast, reheat, bake, and dehydrate. It's these 6 buttons up front. Now, as you remember, we already prepared some lovely fries, and we're gonna stick them into the air fryer, shall we? Toss the fries in. There we go. Turn it on. Obviously, we're gonna press air fry. We're gonna set it for, let's say 15 minutes. And off we go. Now, while the air fryer is doing his thing with the fries, I can already tell you that later on we're gonna try out these drumsticks. As you can see, they've already been marinated and prepared. And how I did that, you can see that in this video. we are done with the fries. Let's see how they turned out. Now, as you can see, very well colored. Although, when we checked in between, we did find out that in the center, it didn't fry as well as near the outer ends. So sometimes you would actually have to use a little extra time for the fries, more than actually is advertised on the box. Now, we're done with the fries. Let's go for the drumsticks. For the drumsticks, well, on the box at least, it said that you require 20 minutes. So we're gonna air fry these drumsticks for 20 minutes. There we go. I'll put this away later. We get it into the air fryer and we fire this mother up to 20 minutes. Of course, we're gonna select air fry for the period of 20 minutes and off we go. Now let's see how these drumsticks turn out because it smells delicious. Right on. Here we have delicious drumsticks. Well done. Smelling great. Now I'm not going to be greedy. I'm just going to take 2 and leave the other half for whoever wants to join in. From digital cooking to old school heat, next up is cast iron. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a cast iron skillet from Lodge, one of the oldest American cast iron brands still in business. Heavy duty and, surprisingly, only $19.90. I am curious to see what Prime Day will do to that price. Now, not this skillet in particular, but the brand has been around since the 1800s. And this 10¼ inch version is a consistent bestseller on Amazon. So we grabbed one to see if it's worth the hype. Now, straight away, you will feel it. This is solid. It's about 6 pounds. And yeah, this isn't just cookware. This thing is basically indestructible. Now, there's no delicate coating here, right? You can scrape it, scrub it, even use metal tools. It's built to take a beating. Cast iron is great for searing meat, roasting veggies, even baking like cornbread or biscuits. But what about acidic foods? Well, that's not the best idea. You know, things like tomato sauce or lemon-heavy dishes, they can mess with the seasoning and they can leave a weird taste. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try this steak and see how well and how even it actually sears. First, we're going to toss some oil. And now you're going to put the steak. That's it. So there you are. This is the steak. The cast iron pan did fantastic searing, even, no problem whatsoever. But more importantly, you can go up to the highest possible temperature and have no problems at all, especially when you compare it to the regular nonstick pans. We are heating things right back up, but this time in the oven. This is the KitchenAid 12-cup muffin pan, and we got it for only $18.77. So why this one? It's aluminum, non-stick, and KitchenAid is known for bakeware that doesn't warp like a soda can. Let's see if that holds up. We did fries, we did meat, now it's time for dessert. We are going to make muffins. First, we're going to grease a couple of these cups. Now, to elaborate the test a little bit more, we are going to compare 3 cups that we have buttered in nicely against 3 that are completely untouched. And yeah, all 6 are done. This one goes into the oven. Voila, the muffins are done. This product of KitchenAid is supposed to be non-stick, but if I try to pull one out, this one is done without butter. Reasonably easy. Let's try one that's done with butter, also quite easily. But if you don't mind, I'm going to have myself a muffin. Delicious. So now we're bringing in a little backup. Time to see what the Bissell Little Green can really do. All right, now this little green guy, this green mean machine costs $123.59. So here's how it works. We have a clean water tank on my right and a dirty water tank on my left. The water tank needs to be filled up. There's a special solution, which is right here. You fill that up to the line, and then you fill up the rest of the reservoir up with water. So as you can see, we topped up the solution up to the line where it says formula. We're going to top it up with water. We close the tank. It's sealed. Put the reservoir where it needs to be. And I think we're good to go. Now, in order to show you how this little green machine actually works, we're gonna get a little dirty right now. And by that, I mean we're gonna spill the carpet. On the left-hand side, we're gonna spill it with coffee, and on the right-hand side, we're gonna spill it with ketchup. Let's start with the coffee. That's a nice little brown stain. All right, let's do the ketchup. There we go. Now to really make it all a little dirty, the fun part's at work. And now we're going to clean at least part of the stains that I created. Already I notice when I move the thing to the side, it's very slidey and slippery. So beware of that, especially when you're doing higher surfaces like this counter. All right, let's turn the machine on. It's going to be a little bit noisy, mind you. Now make sure you release liquid before you start cleaning. And now to see the actual difference. We're gonna rip the duct tape off to show you how the stain was and what the little green machine was able to take away. So as you can see, this was the ketchup stain, how thoroughly the green machine is able to clean it up. And the same goes for the coffee stain, mostly visible here. And this is what the green machine took away. For almost $125, this machine really does a thorough job. Apart from the fact that it's a bit slippery and slidey, it really cleans well. As you can see, there's hardly any ketchup or coffee left on the carpet. However, the solution that is added to the product is good for 4 times of cleaning. After that, you need to buy separate solution in order for this machine to work properly. So, if you've been eyeing any of these products, hopefully this helped cut through the stars, the hype, and the lightning deals. Because the steeper the discount, the more you want to know it actually works, and it doesn't just look good online. If this video was helpful, give it a like and share it with somebody who's also scrolling through Prime Day chaos. Don't forget to subscribe, because we have got more honest tests coming your way. My name was Daniel, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.